Hello there, YouTube. It is your girl, SwimmstaGal, coming at you guys with a brand new video. Now, for those of you guys that might have seen me set up this particular notebook, y'all will know what to expect. It's going to actually be one of those like ink diary videos. I know it's been a really long time since I've done one of those, but I got a really exciting ink that I'm excited to talk about. I don't know how many times I'm going to say excited throughout this video, but just keep in mind I'm really excited about it. So, set this notebook aside really quick and show you guys what I'm talking about. So Montblanc released a Jane Austen, I would say like collection of sorts. It comes with an ink, and then there's also fountain pens that go along with this collaboration. But those fountain pens are just a tad out of my price range. And by a tad, I mean a good amount out of my price range. So I went ahead and just purchased this lovely ink. I actually got it off of Pen Boutique. And as always, you get the really nice classic Montblanc packaging where you can just slide out. I really like the color of it. It's like a really nice subtle design. And honestly, I've had this ink for a while now. I just haven't had the opportunity to unbox it. So I don't remember exactly what it looks like. I'm going to assume it's going to match the packaging since a lot of their inks do tend to match the packaging. I like how it has like a little protective seal over their logo. Let's peel that off. And then I believe you have like a little care card or a little pamphlet right here. And pretty easy, pretty standard packaging for them. Nothing too out of this world. It does have, I'm assuming, the name, Simplo. Well, it has the item details in the bottom. Kind of wish it would have, like, is that the name of the ink? You guys, it's been a while since I bought it, so let me go verify that for you guys, and I'll be right back. So I believe the name of this ink is actually going to be Umber, which is what you see on the side of the package here. Just unfortunately, it's not on the bottom of the name. I mean, that could be like Umber in a different language, is it? Let me not go too deep into it. So that's the shade Umber. And we're going to go ahead and go straight into our swatching page. For this, we're going to be using our what is it? What's the saying go? Well, our trusted Kakamori brass nib pen. We're going to go ahead and uncap this baby. And this looks like really interesting. Let's go ahead and just dip that in there. I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit more just so you guys can see more of that ink action going onto the page. This is going down a lot darker than I had originally anticipated. And as always, I'm using a Leuchtturm piece of paper, the regular Tomoe River paper. This is the 52 GSM notebook, and an Archer and Olive piece of paper, because those are the three paper types I tend to use the most. Alright guys, so we did let this dry a little bit. It actually is a very, very fast dryer. Or like a quick dry. That would be the correct term, I would suppose. And it looks like there might be, I was going to say sheening, but it's definitely shading what we're catching. Over here, it looks like a little bit of sheening on the outer edges, but no, once you look a little bit closer, more so on the larger swatch here, it's definitely more so shading than it is sheening. The color itself kind of pulls a little bit gray. I would say, like humbly, I'd say that it's at least like on like in person to person, It does pull more gray, especially like on the Leuchtturm paper. And it looks like you'll have like a hint of like that umber color or an umber color, more so visible here and a little more so in the middle section there. I don't know why I was under the impression that this was going to be a brown ink. Kind of scratching my head a little bit about that. But I mean, even then, it is a really nice color. Like I said, this is like a really quick drying one. I don't even think it's been a minute. That's from me trying to clean the pen, but the pencil, no, I mean the dip pen. And nothing's coming up. Nothing's really smudgy. Kind of scared to do it over here, but no. Yeah, it's only been like not even a minute. On the writing portion, especially, that's so crazy how fast this ink dried up. And you still, like I said, you still get like that playful shading that's most visible towards the end, as you can see here and here. Overall, I'd say if you want kind of more of a flat, like even tone to your ink, I would definitely go the Leuchtturm route. Man, it's been a while since I've done like a talk through video, so I think I'm losing my touch. But if you want, obviously, like a little bit more common to get the best out of your inks on a Tomoe River paper. But yeah, you can get the most out of, like, you know, the shading properties on the Tomoe River paper. You do get some of that on the Archer and Olive notebook paper, but it's not as prominent as it is on the Tomoe River paper. You do get, like I said, that consistency. You do get more of that umber pull through on the Archer and Olive, but that could also be because it's basically like a stark white paper tone, and the Leuchtturm tends to have more of a cream colored paper, so that could be the reason why you get a little bit more of the brown here as opposed to over here. Overall, I could actually see myself inking this. Well, this is actually like a lovely ink. I could see myself inking it, but mostly I would more than likely use it on Tomoe River paper, just because look at that. You can get intense, right? So more than likely if you use like a bold, you'll get like anything medium or higher, you should be able to get that richness in color as well as the, you know, shading characteristics. More than likely if you write with like a fine or an extra fine, I would say that you can still probably get this saturation in color. I just don't think that you'd get the shading to pull through like the way it's pulling through over here. All in all, this is a very lovely ink. I purchased mine through Pen Boutique because it was sold out on the Montblanc website when I originally wanted to order it. This is like a really nice like staple shade. This is like, you can use this every day in the office. I like this. It seems like a really nice start to the Ink Diary series. Thank you guys for joining me again. I'll show you guys one last close-up. So as you can see, like, I have some like very fine lines, and you can see how rich the color as in the base of it is. You don't get a lot of like the shading because I mostly used the dip pen, like, you know, straighter as opposed to on the side, which gave me finer lines. But here you can see it pulled through, and this is when I was just shading using the side of the dip pen itself. Again, you get more of a like charcoal gray on cream toned paper. Definitely get more of that shading characteristic on the Tomoe River paper. And you get, again, like that charcoal gray, but with the undertone of like umber, as you guys can see. Like, it's vastly different on the three paper types, and usually you get like two that are somewhat similar, but in this case you get three different outcomes in my, like, you know, humble observation. But thank you guys so much for joining me for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed filming it. I am still a little shocked at how fast this dried, but other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to watch more. Other than that, I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.